I've lived all over Colorado, so pretty much every city is what I represent, from Aurora to Inglewood to Denver. You know, it's kind of funny. I've actually just heard people saying that. King of Colorado, King of Denver, I've heard them both. But, you know, I'm not putting a title on myself, but those are things I have heard. You know, I've always really been into music, but when I was, you know, say 15, 16 years old, in the late 90s, I started writing for myself and started freestyling. And before I knew it, I put together a band called Sermon, which was more rock, jazz oriented. And things have pretty much just evolved from then until now. I'm like a whole nother creature, you know what I'm saying? I was always influenced by hip-hop ever since I was a little kid. I grew up on the same stuff my parents were listening to. A lot of Temptation, Supreme, Stevie Wonder, Frank Zappa. I mean, there's a good list of good music out there. I started in the late 90s putting together my first writings and freestyling. It started as me just kicking rhymes in high school. Never really thought it'd come to this level, but it did. I grew up to a lot of the greats like Spice One, Too Short, Bone Thugs and Harmony. My first group, when I really started taking things serious with recordings, was about the year 2000, when I met Busy Bone in 2001. Put together an album with my band called Sermon of the Deceased. For y'all cats out there that know your history, you know all about that. How I feel about the local scene is I know there's cats out here. I fuck with a lot of them. I've played some shows and seen, you know, I get sick of seeing these artists playing their CD in the background and rapping over it. If we wanted to hear your damn album, we'd buy it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see people give more heart in what they're doing. And Colorado's, you know, got this certain style behind it. You see a lot of these people making this same techno dance tracks for the club. Well, me personally, I don't go to the club. I'd rather hear something relevant, something that's gonna inspire me to change my life, do my laundry, wash some dishes, you know what I'm saying? Do something out of the ordinary, read a book. But it just seems like hip-hop in Colorado is caught in the same perpetual cycle to the point where there's so many cats doing the same thing. You know, how do you separate what's what, and you know, what's salty and what's sweet, and what's watered down, and what's putting it all on the line, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a good scene and there is people doing things, but there's so many weeds in the garden that somebody needs to come through and pluck these motherfuckers so other things can happen. That's how I feel. Music that's coming out today is pretty watered down, you know. It's a different art form. It's just not my cup of tea, the stuff you're gonna hear on the radio. I think real hip-hop lives in the underground. I think a lot of the stuff we're hearing on the radio these days doesn't really have any meaning behind it. It's not very relevant, there's not a lot of grounds to it. You got little kids talking about their love with a stripper because that's all they hear on the radio, and the rotation just circles around. And I'm sure it's like this in any city. You play the damn radio, you're gonna hear the same song, you know, in a rotation once every 15 minutes. But with all the money they're putting behind it, it makes it a lot harder for underground cats such as myself and people that I associate with to get our music out to the public. But support local hip-hop. Y'all know I'm pretty versatile and I be going in a lot of directions, like straight from the formula, because as an artist you should never just hold yourself back and do one thing. So when these people try to label me as hardcore death rap or underground hip-hop, or say I'm going into a mainstream level, all I can really say is, as an artist, I feel like I have to always let my music evolve, and I'm really trying to point people to God and just express my heart. You know, I know if I feel it, then y'all are gonna feel it too. If y'all don't feel it, don't matter really, because this is just me freeing my passion and freeing my heart. As a matter of fact, I do have albums. I know everybody's been waiting on this disc right here. This is the Surgious Halo Karma Sutra, the Features 2 hot tracks with Busy Bone, Hugh Loco, Egg Dirty. A must-have. This shit took some time, was a very good album. Highly anticipated, everybody's been waiting. Karma Sutra, available on iTunes. March 17th, 2010. While you guys are out there drinking on St. Patrick's Day, make sure you come home and steal Daddy's visa. Bye. Karma Sutra. Also got Surgious Halo, post-apocalyptic songs in the key of divorce. For y'all motherfuckers out there that don't know, this is a classic album. This is my first solo right here. Hot tracks, 17 tracks, produced by Delinquent Saints. Make sure you buy the album. iTunes, March 17th. Looks like we got some DS material here too. Polar, the very first Delinquent Saints album. Classic fucking album. Make sure you purchase this album. iTunes. This is actually the first Delinquent Saints album. Sick fucking classic CD. Make sure you buy this shit, add it to your collection, bump it every fucking day, slam your head in the wall, and buy it again. Surgious Halo, Left 4 Dead and Devil. Dope ass fucking album. Featuring Sunspot Jones of the Living Legends, Tumex of the Visionaries, and a motherfucking West Coast veteran, Spice One. Make sure y'all pick this shit up. Left 4 Dead in Denver, March 17th, iTunes. Surgious Halo Incantation, till hell freezes over. Along with this, what's this? Surgious Halo Incantation and Heaven You Wait Man. Wow, looks like a set. Y'all better pick that one up. Can't just have one, gotta have one. iTunes, March 17th. Make sure you guys show my little brother some support. He's locked up in the federal penitentiary right now. Should be getting out soon. Urbis Judgment Day, iTunes, the 17th of March. Buy the fucking album. What we got here? Unwritten Story, the newest DS album. Y'all need to purchase this. Add this to your other album. Buy Polar, then buy this one. Good shit right here. iTunes, Delinquent Saints, Unwritten Story. Absolutely not. I gotta get my enchiladas on. Hee hee. On top of that, I have a few other albums that I'm actually out of print on. You can get Sex, Drugs, and God, Surgious Halo, The Dead Hippie Collection, Volume 1. Self-Destruction's my newest piece that I'm finishing up. Make sure you purchase all of those. March 17th, iTunes.